Welcome to my discussion on 21st century literature from the Philippines and the world. To start, let us unlock first our mission for this journey. First, we are going to explicate the meaning and nature of literature. We're also going to determine the divisions of literature. Thirdly, we are going to identify the different hallmarks of the following: literary standards, literary genres, literary techniques and devices, and literary models. We're also going to juxtapose literature vis-a-vis history. And lastly, we are going to appreciate the extent of literature in all aspects of human environment. So let's go. Let us now define the meaning of the word literature. Literature is a total preserved writings belonging to a given language and people. But our definition should not stop here. We must also explore the different definition of the word in order for us to understand and appreciate the meaningful and powerful definition of it. Let's start. The first definition is: literature tells a story, dramatizes a situation, expresses emotions, analyzes and advocates ideas. Literature came from the word litera, which means letter. Letter that deals with ideas, thoughts, emotions of man. Thus, it can be said that it is the story of man. The second definition is that it helps us grow personally and intellectually. Literature is a faithful production of life, in a sense that it is a product and a commentary on life process. The third is, it shapes our goals and values by clarifying our own identities. Literature is our life story. Your story, my story, our story. Whether it is told and untold, it includes the struggles, ideas, failures, victories, sacrifices, and happiness experienced by the person. The fourth one is, it provides an objective base for knowledge and understanding. When we say objective, it is a fact-based or measurable information, ideas. It allows a person to step back in time and learn about life. In this definition, we can say that it is the best way to understand human nature fully and to know the nation completely. And lastly, literature makes us human because it appeals to man's higher nature, which includes emotional, spiritual, intellectual, and creative needs of a person. Up to the next definition of literature. Literature is considered the significant human experience because it offers us an experience in which we should participate as we read and test what we read by our own experiences. The seventh definition is, it entertains and gives pleasure. Literature is a relaxing escape from reality, and it fills leisure moments. The eighth definition is, it arouses noble emotions. Through literature, we learn the innermost feeling and thoughts of people, the most real part of themselves. Thus, we gain an understanding not only of others, but more importantly, an understanding of ourselves and of life itself. The ninth one is, it fires imagination. It illuminates life. We make readers feel interested and excited on the different literary pieces. That's either we read, we reproduce, we watch, and we perform. Lastly, literature endures expression of significant human experiences. It enriches man by enabling him to reflect on life and by filling him with new ideas. Combining all the 10 definitions that we have gathered, we arrive with this definition of literature. Literature is anything and everything that reproduces life experiences. It collects, organizes, and sums up the entirety of humanity, adding more color to the human soul. With this definition, we could also answer the question, why do we read literature? We read literature for information, for amusement, for higher and keener pleasure, for cultural upliftment, and for the discovery of a broader dimensions in life. History. It is the study of the human past as it is described in written documents left behind by humans. In this lesson, we shall discover the relationship between history and literature, and vis-a-vis with the use of the juxtaposition approach. But before that, let us watch this video first. From the video presented, what do you think is the relationship between literature and history? With that, I'll be now presenting to you the juxtaposition of the two. History and literature. So I'll be giving you some details about the difference and relationship between history and literature with this factor. According to definition, content, methodologies, and written records. In definition, history is the study of the past, while literature is the study of written works. For the content, history deals with the information and facts, while literature deals with fiction, the imagination of the writer, and literary devices. For methodologies, history is the source of criticism. Statistical inferences and arguments from analogy are used, while in literature, reading, decoding, and critical appreciation are used. For the written records, in history, it gathers information about the old way of life, people from written works or records, while for literature, the written records are studied written works for appreciation. The next factors are function, according to characteristics, features, and accuracy. For function, history it is backward looking, while literature, it's a forward-looking or futuristic. For characteristics, history is detailed and arranged in a chronological order, while literature, it is selective, which aims to achieve ultimate beauty. For features, history presents the specific and particular, while literature, it presents universal or general idea. For accuracy, history, the written record are considered as accurate sources, meaning to say it cannot be changed nor altered. While in literature, the written works are often contain fiction and therefore cannot be considered as accurate sources.